Welcome to ID Refusal Pro, the series analyzing real encounters between citizens and law enforcement. Today's video takes place in Bloomington, Indiana, featuring a private journalist filming public vehicles, questioned by an off-duty officer. The conflict centers on whether photographing police vehicles in public violates any law and what protections the First Amendment truly provides. Let's see how both sides handle this situation.
That's kind of against the law right there. Like, if I haven't broken a law, I don't have to identify myself.
Were you in their building, in that parking garage? If you
No, I wasn't in the building. And like I said, I've been recording, and I have footage of everything. I wasn't in the building, and if they can't show proof or articulate the crime, I will not identify myself.
You can give me a logical explanation why you're taking pictures of our personal vehicle.
If you can give me a logical explanation.
You don't answer questions with questions.
What was that?
Why do you have a radio and a vest? What are you doing out here, bud?
Okay, I'm walking back too. If you can give me a logical explanation why it matters why I'm taking pictures, where it's a constitutional right.
Where is the Constitution that says you can take pictures of people's vehicles?
We're in the Constitution.
Freedom of right, freedom of speech, all that stuff?
Yeah, and freedom of press. That's the part you forgetting. Freedom of press.
Are you a press secretary? You're a reporter?
Yes, actually I am.
What do you report? What agency do you report for?
I'm a private journalist, so I do it privately.
Okay.
So, can you see me now? Why are you so angry about it?
I don't understand why you're taking pictures of personal vehicles. You have not given me a logical explanation yet, sir.
Is it a law against that I can't?
I just want to know why. If you have the
Is it a law?
pictures of my vehicle,
Is it a law against that I can't?
sir, we'll just wait for the police to get here. I'm done speaking with you.
Okay, well, thank you.
I want to answer my question.
I appreciate it, Karen.
At the start of the encounter, an off-duty county officer questions a man filming police vehicles, demanding a logical explanation. The citizen remains calm, citing his constitutional right to record and reminding the officer of the freedom of the press. No crime is alleged, no reasonable suspicion is stated, only confusion about the boundaries of public space. This marks the first test of lawful conduct and restraint on both sides.
Appreciate it, Karen. Thank you. Yeah, Karen can't give me a law. He's an off-duty county officer and saying that I can't take pictures. Now we got the cops pulling up. So, I'm gonna stay right here where you can see me.
Okay.
You should start recording at this point.
Yeah.
It's always these fucking county boys. It's always these fucking county boys that want to work for the sheriff's department and think they're badass and think they can make the law. So they called him. I think I'm gonna go to jail for it. Standing right here. Still got me on camera, babe?
I have to pee.
I know, baby, but that don't help on my live stream. I love you. Just give me a minute. Hopefully this officer understands this law and understand everything's okay.
I don't like it.
Huh?
As uniformed officers arrive, the atmosphere begins to calm. The responding officer approaches with professionalism, greeting the citizen politely and asking about the situation instead of issuing commands. Both parties lower their tone, shifting from confrontation to conversation. This stage reflects the importance of de-escalation policy, using communication, respect, and presence to prevent unnecessary tension. No rights are violated, and the encounter moves toward mutual understanding.
I have a name. I prefer to give people my name.
Okay,
People can have
I
that name.
understand.
I mean, I got a badge number, but I prefer you just take my name. You know,
Completely understandable.
You know, like I said, there's numbers attached to everything, but I'm a person, so.
Gotcha.
Requesting that the subject be identified with them.
That's kind of against the law right there. Like, if I haven't broken a law, If I haven't broken a law, I don't have to identify myself.
Were you in their building, in that parking garage? If you,
No,
I just asked that.
No, I wasn't in the building. And like I said,
You're
I've
on the
been
street,
recording and I have footage of everything. I wasn't in the building. And if they can't show proof or articulate the crime,
Stand by.
I will not identify myself.
So,
So, like,
I don't have a crime.
I will tell you at first, I am one of them First Amendment auditors. I do have a YouTube channel. I have 3 other people out here with me recording around. That's who I'm radioing with. So they're just recording, making sure that I'm safe. So, wasn't on that property. Can show all footage of that. I was just walking. And they pulled out. And when they pulled out from this garage on this left-hand side, I took a picture. Took another
You
picture.
can't because it's in public.
Yep.
Everything's in public.
And actually, it was blurry. So I deleted the picture. I didn't even get a good picture, so I deleted
People come
it.
around our parking lots to take pictures of our vehicles all the time, and we know that there is no legal ground for me to take any action on anybody doing anything.
Yeah.
We know that.
I was
mean,
actually just down at the Bloom.
As the discussion continues, the conversation shifts to the boundaries of public and private property. The citizen argues that taxpayer-funded property, like the county garage, should remain open for public access. The officer clarifies that even publicly owned areas can have restricted zones for safety or operational reasons. This debate highlights the balance between public access rights and trespassing law, reminding viewers that funding by taxpayers does not automatically make a location open to the public at all times.
Just down at the Bloomington Police Department, was walking all on the public area, taking pictures. Nobody had a problem with me. Like,
and
seen a couple of detective cars
nobody may have seen, but at the same time, we understand that there's a difference between what's public and what's private.
Yep.
And that's just the way it is.
I actually see it, and I don't know if you can answer on it. When I was down there, one of your vehicles was damaged. It was scraped up on the left-hand side, back driver's side. Like
we get our vehicles are rough sometimes. We
yeah.
put them through a lot sometimes, and since we run a fleet system, which means so when I turn this car in at 6 a.m., somebody else is going to take and drive it. And all of our cars are run like that. So we don't have any
I was
particularly
curious.
assigned
I don't
anybody.
mean to cut you off. I was just curious because I seen some vehicles get took home, and like in my neighborhood, I seen 2 Bloomington police officers parked in my neighborhood. So
if people get to take them home, the ones that are allowed to take them home right now are detectives and supervisors. Those are the ones, and so they're allowed to take their vehicles home. None of the patrol division, which I'm part of the patrol division, none of our patrol none of us are allowed to take vehicles home right now.
Gotcha.
And so majority of the cars that you see decked out as black and white vehicles, those are going to be patrol, and those folks are not at this point right now are not allowed to take those vehicles home.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
all.
I do want to say at first thank you, because the other day, about 3-4 nights ago, y'all had a murder over in the trailer park, and I was over there recording, and had a lot of officers identify themselves, no problem, but I had one officer, he didn't want to identify himself and wouldn't tell me his name, because he told me if I wasn't part of his crime scene, he wouldn't answer me. But had detectives over there, and actually the same plate that I just got over at the police station now was
When the officer asks for identification, the citizen calmly states that he will not provide ID unless lawfully detained. This moment centers on the principle of reasonable suspicion, a legal threshold defined in Terry v. Ohio, 1968. Under the Fourth Amendment, police may only demand identification if a lawful detainment exists. In states with stop and identify statutes, refusal is lawful until reasonable suspicion is clearly articulated. Here, the officer acknowledges no crime occurred, maintaining the interaction as a voluntary encounter.
Was one of the detectives over there. He identified himself to me and everything. Told me it was your policy. Knew that, but it's just like so I just want to say thank you on that. I appreciate that.
I said that I had one lady get mad at me for not giving her my badge number. I'm like, I'm giving you my name. I'm going to give you all my information you need. But like I said, I get offended when people just, like I said, if I ask you, hey, what's your number?
Yeah, that's why I asked you for your name first.
And so like I said, I don't mind giving people my name and all that stuff. And I've been doing this for 20 years. So if you went to my department and said, I want to know about this person, they will tell you everything.
Gotta watch it right there. He's scary. It's just
that's the way it goes, and that is all part of the way it is. I mean, man. Well, I said we're in public, so anybody can stand by and talk to us, video record us.
Ooh, officer, they got their lights off
all
driving
that
down.
stuff.
They might be intoxicated.
They might be. They might be. We're sitting here talking at this moment, so
Yeah, I'm sorry to take your turn, look. I don't know why they call. I didn't want to leave. I was actually finished with my pictures. I did a walk around, and I was doing one more up here, and I was about to be leaving, and then they called you. So I didn't want you out searching. I didn't want you to think I was doing anything wrong.
and somebody said you were in the garage, and I'm like, well, one, it's a county. That's a county garage, you know. So that'd be the county guys wouldn't enforce anything inside that garage. So like I said, this is all public. So
yeah, but even with this garage, like you said,
As the
it's
conversation continues, both the officer and the citizen maintain a tone of professionalism and mutual respect. The officer listens, explains department policy, and treats the auditor as an equal participant rather than a suspect. In turn, the citizen acknowledges the officer's role and expresses gratitude for the courteous exchange. This interaction demonstrates how professional conduct, clear communication, and public accountability transform potential conflict into understanding, reinforcing that respect protects everyone involved.
like you said, it's a county garage,
Yes, it's
and
county property.
I just want you to know that I have studied all my guidelines and where I can and can't walk. Even at this garage, I can walk all through this garage. Tax dollars pay
I'll
for
tell you,
this.
that's up to the county to decide, not for me to decide.
Oh, well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, tax dollars pay for this, so I can walk all through this garage if I choose to.
Well, I'll have to let you slow that down a little bit, because tax dollars also pay for the Justice Center over there, but you can't walk in that anytime you want.
Yes, but that's a detained area, and officer, if you walk right here, or if you walk all in the front, and I actually got it on footage, it's nothing that say no trespassing. Some of them say like personnel vehicles, but personnel vehicles not trespassing.
I'll let the county deal with that. The
Yeah,
county
so-
can deal with you on that
but,
matter.
I wasn't going in there, but I didn't dealt with Terre Haute Police Department with that before in Indianapolis, because they told me I couldn't walk in their garage, and I did. And they thought they can detain me. I don't care.
In this encounter, a citizen lawfully filmed public vehicles and asserted his rights under the Constitution. The officer maintained professionalism, clarified the department's policy, and chose communication over confrontation. This interaction illustrates the balance between public access and lawful authority, guided by the First and Fourth Amendments. Understanding the limits of stop and identify laws and the meaning of reasonable suspicion empowers citizens to act responsibly. Know your rights, stay calm, record responsibly. This is ID Refusal Pro, where we break down the law, one encounter at a time. Please subscribe to ID Refusal Pro channel to watch more interesting videos and support the original channel.